Hey guys, so today I want to share with you my thoughts on social media. And the first thing I would like to say is that I believe 2 or 3 years ago I was on Pinterest, I was on Twitter, I was on Facebook, I was on YouTube, and on Tumblr. And 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, I got rid of Tumblr, I got rid of Pinterest, and I got rid of Twitter because for me, those platforms don't add any value to my life. Of course, I really do like Pinterest and I really do like Tumblr and I also like Twitter, but those platforms just weren't serving me, especially on Pinterest. I used to spend a lot of time on, which looking back was completely unnecessary because I would just go and make lists about beautiful makeup and clothing and all that stuff, and now I simply don't see the point in it. And I now want to share with you my tips or how I handle social media. The first thing I would like to point out is only keep social media accounts that add value to your life. Only keep what's serving you in some way. If a certain account is not serving you, for me that was Tumblr, then there's no point in keeping it. I used to spend hours on end on Tumblr and Pinterest, and looking back, it just didn't add value to my life to repost images of people who are traveling, who are lying on the beach, who are in the middle of a jungle. Keep social media accounts that are truly serving you. My second tip would be define how you're using each account. For example, I primarily use Instagram to follow other zero wasters, but I don't post a lot of it on there. Okay, for YouTube, I do post content as well on a regular basis, but I also follow a lot of people who are into zero waste and into a vegan lifestyle. Define what exactly you want out of your social media account. For me, for Facebook, I am keeping in touch with people living really far away, and I'm keeping in touch with people whom I wouldn't be able to get in touch with otherwise. So for me, it's a really great platform, but I don't really post on there. I do share links to zero waste articles or videos, but that's it. I don't post anything that's really personal on Facebook. But other people post loads of updates and loads of things evolving around their personal lives. So define and really think about how you want to use a certain platform. My third tip would be go through your friends lists or subscription lists and really think about if this particular person is adding value to your life. If you really love the content that person is putting up. For example, for Facebook, I always try to keep it within 100 friends because everything else is just, for me personally, too much, and 100 is already a lot. And for example, with people with whom I haven't spoken to in months and people I'm not planning to contact anytime soon, I'll just delete on there. And with those people, I can get in touch with through couchsurfing, for example, but I don't necessarily need to have them on Facebook. Go through your lists of subscriptions and friends and really think about what you want to keep and what adds value. Fourth tip would be to set certain time limits. For example, I could watch YouTube hours on end. And recently I set myself a limit of an hour a day during the week, which might sound excessive because it's still 5 hours per week, but it really helps me to keep the video watching at bay. So I would get up, I would take a shower, I would have my breakfast, and then I would watch an hour of YouTube. And for me, it really sets my day. I find it really relaxing and really calming. And I also want to incorporate meditation, and once I have my yoga mat back, yoga. And so I envision my morning routine to be, let's say, 30 minutes YouTube, yoga, and meditation. So try to set yourself certain time limits. With Instagram, I don't really check it too often, so I don't really need to set myself a daily time limit, because I don't even check it every day. So I might check it every 3 days, every 4 days even, and might browse it 10 minutes, but that's it. So set yourself a time limit where you feel like you need to set yourself a time limit. Not necessarily a tip, but I personally don't like to share too much personal information online, because you never know who might be able to see it. So always try not to share too much online. I know there are people who post literally everything. They are posting about going to the toilet, about what they're having for lunch, about whom they're hanging out with right now, about a fight they had with a certain person. And while sharing a good vegan meal, I can see how that can be beneficial to someone else to get some inspiration. I would like that, but sharing too much is just not necessary and doesn't really add value to your life as well as the life of other people who are seeing what you're posting. So always be conscious of what you're putting out there, because what you're putting out there might stay there forever. So really think about the information you're sharing online. My sixth tip would be, try to follow people that inspire you to be a better version of yourself. Try to follow people that you can look up to, but that you're not necessarily jealous of. For example, I try to follow people living a green, zero waste, vegan lifestyle who inspire me on a daily basis to stick to veganism, to follow through with zero waste, who hold me accountable in a way. And that's all I have to say on this topic. Oh, and one more thing that really helps me personally with reducing my social media time. I don't have internet on my phone. So I only have internet on my phone whenever there's access to Wi-Fi, and phone is really crappy at picking up Wi-Fi. So I hardly ever have it when I'm outside of the house. And for me, it's been incredible. So I don't have internet on my phone, meaning if friends want to get a hold of me, they know they need to text me or they need to call me, but otherwise they will not be able to get in touch with me. So I don't get notifications during the day. I get nothing during the day on my phone. And it's been wonderful, because I just don't feel the need to be connected to everyone 24/7. I like to have it when I feel like I want to watch a video or go on Instagram, but I basically want to limit that temptation, which is why I choose to not to have internet on my phone. Plus, it saves me a ton of money. So it might be weird, it might sound ridiculous, but it really helps me, because whenever I see those notifications popping up on my phone, I'm like, ooh, it's just too much. Like, go away. Like, let it, like, stop it. So not having it on my phone keeps my stress levels and social media shebang at bay. That's all I had to say about this topic. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, Have a lovely day and see you guys next time. Bye!